That's Andre DeGrasse in lane 3, winning a 100-meter race at the World Championship Trials at Edmonton in 2015. No surprise there. But in lane 6 and finishing third is a promising young sprinter who now calls Kelowna home. Jerome Blake ran a 10.36 here and has raced against the reigning NCAA and Pan Am Games champ several times.
So pull back and make sure you're getting full extension on both legs.
Like DeGrasse, who only started racing in grade 11, Blake is a bit of a late starter to sprinting. Sure, they run a lot where he grew up. Jamaica is a track and field mecca. But on the island, Blake was instead using his speed for hurdles. It wasn't until he moved to Canada to be with his mother that he was first noticed by a Kelowna track and field coach who thought he might be better suited for sprinting.
When we first met, he was like a colt, all arms and legs and not quite sure what to do with them. So, there's a lot of technical cleanup that we did over the first couple of years that really improved his speed, but the power was there. Big arm drive so you can open up your stride.
It was a rough start at first, and in 2014 he was ready to give up on the sport.
We went to provincials in Kamloops and I competed there. I didn't really do well, so I was kind of just depressed about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to do it anymore.
He even experimented with football, but preferred straight line running.
I was a wide receiver, but I couldn't catch the ball, so I was just fed up. I was like, okay, I like running, because once I start going, it's just go. It's just like, there's no turning and stuff. So okay, I'll just keep going.
It's a good thing he dropped football, as 2015 was a sensational year. That 10.36 at Edmonton was timed for the second fastest time ever run by a BC athlete. In the 200, he ran a 29.6, again the second fastest ever for a runner from BC.
A lot of people talking to me and telling me I can do it. That's the thing you really need, someone there to actually motivate you.
It was at that point that we really could see, okay, this guy's going to go somewhere. So Jerome, you're focusing on your hip strength, right? No collapse, keep nice, strong so you can generate maximum power off the track.
2016 was not so kind. He still had the fastest 200 from BC with a 21.21, but it was only good enough for 13th in Canada. The best he could pull off in the 100 was a 10.47, second in BC, but a disappointing 18th nationally. For starters, he struggled with an injury when he rolled his ankle and stretched his knee ligaments while training indoors.
It potentially will get worse if you don't stop and just take some time off and get it better,
The foundation, the base work that we set up in early season was missed dealing with these injuries. We were in catch-up mode.
The Jamaican is also still working on obtaining Canadian citizenship, and that prevents him from competing in the fastest events. He can run the heats and semis, but is not allowed to run in the finals. He hopes to have citizenship in place next year. Now his season is technically over. He'll take a break and then prepare for the indoor season.
React to the ground, come on. Snap, 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 there.
I'm just really, just excited for the next season to come out and work as hard as I can and potentially put up some times, Well,
it's that strength through the hip, right? So when you're coming down and striking, make sure you're under your center of gravity so that you can strike off.
Blake is thrilled to have run against a guy like DeGrasse, who will compete against the likes of Usain Bolt in Rio. For the just-turned 21-year-old Blake, Tokyo is in his 4-year plan.
That's everyone's dream. That's the height of every track and field athlete. The Olympics are in my heart somewhere. I just have to keep working hard.